I think that a lot of users are feeling a little betrayed and a little exploited by Instagram, and they feel that this isn't what they signed up for when they first started using the service, and they're very wary of giving the company carte blanche to do whatever they want to do with their photos. And I think that's why you're seeing such a strong reaction today.
There is an option, though, to opt out, but some people are saying it's a hard habit to break, Instagram.
Well, there's always an option to opt out, and that's quitting. And I think that there's a lot of people that are going to be taking that option. Now, it might not be making a giant impact on the 100 million users that Instagram has right away, but I think this is going to seriously erode the trust in their user base. People can opt out by quitting, but Instagram doesn't really want you to do that.
Do you think, Dave, that Facebook always, at the back of their minds, think, look, we might get a bit of flack over this, but people are not going to leave Facebook, for instance, en masse. We're just too big and too popular now?
Well, I think that's true. And Facebook has had a long history of making decisions that have infuriated their user base, and it's worked out okay for them. But it's important to remember that Instagram is not Facebook. Facebook had a dominant lock on the market when it started to do these things, and it's really moved ahead with that. There are other photo sharing services out there. Instagram is only 2 years old, and it's also gone directly against Twitter by announcing that it's going to stop sharing its photos with their stream. So they're by no means as invincible as Facebook was over the past few years. And I think that this really does set the stage for a new photo sharing service, or one that already exists, to rise to prominence by doing the same things that made Instagram so successful in the first place.
Okay, briefly, Dave, how do you think this is going to affect the many young people who use Instagram, the teenagers who use it daily with their photos?
Well, you see in the terms of service that there's a particular piece of legal acrobatics where they say that any minors are given implicit parental permission to be on the site, and therefore their photos are fair game as well. But I think that Instagram needs to be very, very careful about the way that people use those things, because people could become very outraged very quickly, and it wouldn't take too much effort to start poking holes into some of those arguments.